Hello everyone, today I am telling you everything that you need to know in order to have the top of the top ladder rush. I will explain acts step by step, but also when and what to farm on the Countess and of course the leveling items. To start this video, I wanted to tell you stuff that you need to have in mind during the wall rush of the new ladder. The first thing is that you need to know the rune words that you will be using for your character, so I will describe them a bit later during the Countess rush. And also to keep in mind that you can find these good items on NPC in the town, so make sure to often check for example, a weapon with 2 sockets. During the wall rush, make sure to only kill elite monsters because the white ones are not very interesting except if you encounter an experience shrine. Also, we will not do the additional quest and you will just focus on the one which gives you skills, statistics and resistance, and I will tell you when to do this quest. The first act is the most important, so I will take more time to describe what you need to do, and the other ones are a bit more straightforward. I also listed you the runes from the Countess, so that's why we will do 2 farms, the first one in normal and the second one in nightmare, and I will tell you when and what to do for these runes. Let's start with the first act. You just created your character and you will be looking for 1 or 2 houses just at the exit of the town. If you find a chest, you will have some nice items inside, but also the potion, the poison and fire one, which you can sell at a bit more than 200 gold, so it's very interesting to pick them up and then sell them at the NPC. The trick is to land a town portal at the Den of Evil, but you don't do it yet. You will go up to the cold plains and then go back to town. You need to buy a belt and endurance potions. Once it's done, you can use the portal that you just made to go to the Den of Evil and perform the quest. Once this quest is done, you go back to town again and you back 2 books, the first books of Town Portal and the books of Identify. Once this is done, you will just directly go to Underhill Waypoint, meaning the catacombs. Just don't forget to tag the waypoint for the Countess farm, because you will need it just before we do Underhill. So when you have this waypoint on the catacombs, you go back to town and you start farming the Countess. We farm now the Countess because you need to be between level 13 and 17, so it's a good start to find the first runes. So there are 2 weapons that you need to have for a fighter. The first one is steel and the second one is melee, so it's very good to have one of them in order to have a very boost of DPS. You will also need a new armor, which is steels, and you will be using this for any class and also for your mercenary, so make sure to have, if possible, 2 times this armor with the 2 runes of Tal and S. Once you have your rune word, you can just go kill Underhill. It should be very easy. If needed, you can use an antidote and then move on to the second act. On this act, buy the mercenary with the Defiance aura, which help a lot for the defense. For this act, we'll also skip some quests. The first one is Red Diamond. We will not do it and we will move directly to Dry Hills, Hall of the Dead. So you can get the cube, then you go back to Dry Hills, Far Oasis, and in Far Oasis, you go in the Maggot Lair in order to have the stack. You go back to Far Oasis and move to the Lost City with the Valley of Snake in order to find the amulet. You can cube it, speak to Drognine and then to Jerin through the palace. So for the palace, it's very easy. You just need to go down, except for the last level. The exit is at the middle of the map, but otherwise you just go down. On Arcane Secretary, it's just a matter of luck. Once you have killed the boss, you can just go to Durian and kill him. After that, you speak to Jerin, to Mephis, and you move to Act 3. For the Act 3, it's also very simple. You can start thinking about the Act 3 mercenary because they are very cool since the new patch 2.4, but if you don't, you can just go to the main quest line. So you start with Spider Forest at the cavern, then the Flyer Jungle, after it's Curious Bazaar, and you can get like that the 3 organs of Kalim. Keep your road to Travancal, kill the Council, speak to Cain, and you can then use your Kalim set in order to access Mephisto's location, kill him, and move on to Act 4. Act 4 will be very fast. You go out of Pandemonium, you search for City of the Damned, and you go to the River of Flame. After that, you just go directly north and you go to kill Diablo. You don't need to do the Hellforge quest. Moving to Act 5, there is just an additional quest that you can do, is the second one, so you need to free the Barbarian and you will get the set to do Ancient Pledge, so it's a 3 runes rune ward in a shield which give you a lot of resistances, so it's important to do this one if you can wear a shield. The second thing to know is that if you are level 24 you will not have a lot of experience, but if you wish to rush the game you need to be so level 24 in order with the ancients to have this boost of level. You will get 24 to 25 and you can start the battle runs. Otherwise, if you don't want to do this, you can just start the Act 5 at level 25. Once the ancients are killed and that you are at least level 25, you can start doing the battle runs. I advise to be at least level 35 or 40 to start the nightmare, and be sure once you have this level to have all the additional quests, so Anya, Isuel, Radaman, and if you want the Book of Essam at Act 3. So now that we are in Nightmare, we will go for a second round of Countess farm, with a lot of very interesting runes and rune wards. If you play ranged, you can go for Zephyr or Harmony. Harmony is better but harder to have, so you can start with Zephyr and then move to Harmony. If you are a fighter, there are 3 rune wards which are interesting, and you will choose in function of the base weapons that you have and also of course of the rune, so it's King Grace, Honor and Black. So if you are a caster you will have 2 specific rune wards. The first one is Spirit in a sword and the second one Lore in a helm, which will give you additional skills. It's also time to change your armor, but this one are a bit harder to find, so you have Smoke, Lion Heart and Treachery. You can pick one of them, they are very good but just a bit harder to find. For the shield, if you choose Ancient Pledge at the Act 5 you can keep it, or you can also go for Rhyme with Shell and S, it gives a bit of MF but less resistances. Of course, if you are a paladin, make sure to do as soon as possible your spirit in your shield. If you play Necromancer, a wand with the 2 rune Dol and Yo for white, it's very strong, and if you are an assassin you will need the new rune ward, which is Pattern, and it's just crazy rune ward, so it's very great for leveling. Don't forget your mercenary, you will have Insight with Raltir Tal Sol. So once you have all these great rune wards, you will be able to easily do the Nightmare mode, and you just have to repeat what I previously indicated in order to not spend too much time on useless quests. Now there is still a few things to do before moving to Hell. The first one is to be at least level 65 or 70 to have all the interesting quests, so skill, statistic and resistance done, and to have the equipment of course that I mentioned with good resistance to not be destroyed in Hell difficulty. You will also need to be able to handle immunity, and I made another guide which gives you the top ladder start characters, so it's very easy to play with them because they don't have any issue with immunes. Also, if you wish to farm a bit before going deep into Hell, you can start for the Sorceress, the Underhill farm in Nightmare, and after that you can try Mephisto, you can do Diablo, and you can do a bit the Act 1 in Hell. You have the Pit, you have Underhill in Hell, and you have of course the Call level after you killed Baal in Nightmare. So they are very easy and can help you get some stuff before going at the end of the Hell difficulty. Just a tip about the stuff in Hell, make sure to use the sets because they are very powerful. You can have a lot of damage reduced with the buff of the set, and also to have in mind Unbending Will if you are playing a fighter because it's just very powerful for leveling rune ward. So below this video you have the link of my starter builds in order to have the best possible start on the new ladder, and if you have any question make sure to comment, and thanks for watching this video. I hope it will help you a lot to rush the new ladder.